The National Literacy Mission has been organizing continuing education scheme in Tamil Nadu since the year 1998 in 9 districts at the first phase, in 15 districts in the second phase, and in 5 districts as a third phase. Important activities of continuing education scheme are survey, learning center, library, discussion, training center, information center, community center, cultural center, and the sports center. These activities are implemented by those in charge of the continuing education centers in all the districts of Tamil Nadu. In this, the persons in charge of certain centers are performing activities with new and innovative techniques. Thus, the successful method of functioning and benefits gained by the public are informed to those in charge of other centers so that they could also involve themselves in the center's activities with more spirit. In order to achieve this goal, we have documented these success stories. Survey. The foremost service of those in charge of the continuing education center is taking survey. The district project coordinator explains about Mr. Ramalingam, the block coordinator who has been supervising and encouraging the co-field workers.
As one of the activities of continuing education scheme, we have taken a basic survey at Pudukkottai districts. We have collected statistical reports from 23 blocks and 498 village panchayats, particularly on learners' position and their literacy level. Apart from that, we have taken survey on basic health, education and environment. Based on the survey, we took the better opportunity to implement government schemes among the rural people. Mr. Ramalingam, block coordinator who had got certificate and award from the district collector for his marvelous service and taking survey in the district.
Learning Center.
நீங்க வளர்கல்வி மையத்துல நிறைய படிச்சு முன்னேறி இருக்கீங்க. ஆனா இந்த பாடத்தை 3ஆம் பக்கம் அறிவொளி தீபம் 3ல 3ஆம் பக்கம் மரம் பேசுகிறதுல இருந்து இந்த பாடத்தை யார் படிக்க போறா இப்போ என்கிட்ட படிச்சு காட்டுங்க. நான் படி.
என்னை தெரிகிறதா நான் தான் மரம் நான் உங்களுடைய சொத்து காடுகளில் நானும் எனது நண்பர்களும் நிறைய வளர்கின்றோம்.
மன்றங்கள் பல 100 அமைத்திடுவோம் அதை கூட்டமைப்பாக மாற்றிடுவோம் மகளிர் வங்கியில் சேர்த்திடுவோம் அதை பயன் தரும் வகையில் செலவிடுவோம்.
The specialty of this center is that most of the learners here belong to the Muslim community. Let us see the efforts taken by those in charge of the centers for the upliftment of their lives.
I have been running the Continuing Education Center in Dineshpuram, the 14th ward of Tuticorin. Before this, 32 members are learnt here. At present, 25 members are studying. I want our community women to study well and somehow come up in their life. I am working very hard to make them literates and somehow expose themselves in the world. By studying here, they themselves formed a group from which they confidently started 9 self-help groups, of which 2 were for men and 7 were for women. They confidently worked and have made savings for their lives.
In the continuing education centers, generally most of the learners will be women, but the specialty of this center is that all the learners are men who are mill workers. The mill administrator tells us about the benefits obtained by the learners.
Our INR Mill Administration and Virudhunagar District Administration jointly brought this wonderful scheme of continuing education to a mill, and for that, a workers' literacy center was started with a grand celebration on 11/9/2003. They read and understand the information and act. Accordingly, results of our production has increased. Individually, they have also developed.
Library. Libraries are the knowledge banks. Library develops the reading habit among the public, and it also makes the learners to continue their reading. Let us see how some of those in charge of the centers performed well in their duty.
We have been implementing all the activities of the Continuing Education Center in better way. We have collected nearly 7,000 books. Weekly twice we have been visiting houses for book collection.